Hey, this is Gary G, and I'm here at the LA Stadium, and I have
Gerard McCallum, Development Manager with Wilson Mini.
What does that mean? What is your job? How big is the job? This is a fantastically huge project.
Yes.
For you to have your position, what did it take to get it?
Actually, I started in this position in 2004 on the job site. Many people think this just came up overnight. And my specialty and background is primarily with entitlement work, government relations, and so the whole process in terms of actually getting a right to do this is actually what I do, and the firm that I work for does, as well as with developing the rest of the site outside of the actual arena itself. But my career actually started, for the most part, in urban planning, for the most part, yeah.
And where did you go to school to get that degree? Because I'm sure as people will see the video, they'll say, maybe I can do that.
Yes, well, actually, I fell into this by accident. My degree is actually in business administration from Biola University. And prior to that, I was actually in electrical engineering out of Cal State Northridge.
All right.
And worked in electrical engineering for a short period of time, and then went into working with labor unions for the most part. Ultimately, moving my way up to actually working into the construction side of things, and then wound up being planning commissioner for the city of Los Angeles that sort of oversaw ABC entertainment centers, parts of Playa Vista. And so I just kind of learned from the ground up, so to speak. And then I had the opportunity to come over here to Hollywood Park at the very infancy of the project and lead that effort to what we now see as the Ram Stadium. And then we'll be leading the team to build the retail center that'll be on the corner just adjacent here to the stadium, the NFL offices, and then the rest of the housing units as well.
What's a typical day for you doing what you're doing?
It is an all day. I usually start about 6 a.m. with calls, and it looks like anything from labor issues. We are also trying to make sure we're compliant with local hire requirements and making sure our teams are actually doing that. That's a daily effort to make sure we meet our numbers. Then we have a number of design charrettes on this and other projects. And then we have legal issues resulting in just some of the actions in which we've taken. And then I also do the government relations work in Sacramento relating to bill passages for streamlining some of the efforts for lawsuits related to the projects as well.
Sounds like a mind-boggling job.
It is mind-boggling, but I absolutely love what I do. I am highly blessed to be able to do this.
So you look like you hit the ground running. I mean, you might not know from day to day what your next assignment will be.
Exactly, and you just be prepared for it, right? It's at a certain point, you get to the point where your knowledge base is sufficient enough to be able to almost sustain any questions, any issues, and to be able to problem solve. And that's pretty much the role in which we take at this point, is really problem solving. Now that this construction's on the way, coordinating with the other construction sites, and then other entitlement works around the project.
Now the stadium is scheduled to finish 2020.
Yeah, for game season 20, the 2021 game season.
And then as far as the outside venues,
yes,
you're also working on that. How long will that take? What is the schedule?
So you'll start to see things outside
completion
the football state. Completion date, anywhere from February to October of 2021. You'll see the retail center coming up later of 2021, which is about 800,000 square feet. And if you're here in Los Angeles, that's similar to the Grove here in terms of size. And then right next to that, we're going to build about the first 350 luxury apartment units. That comes also about April 2021, and then next to that will be the office buildings, and that's also scheduled to be mid-2021 as well. And that'll be like when you really start to see a very robust land development plan here on the project.
All right, well, give one more big shout out for yourself and the organization that you...
My name is Gerard McCallum, Development Manager for Wilson Mini.
This is Gary G with the Inland Valley News reporting from the LA Stadium.